So the GoPro Hero 9 has been out for the past couple weeks now, and of course I've been using it pretty much on a daily basis, mainly because I want to have a lot more everyday use experience with it before I put it head to head here with the DJI Osmo Action. And if you guys are familiar with my channel, I normally use these types of cameras as my daily driver, my all-purpose type of rig, mainly because it's very small, it's all weather, it can really take a beating, I can keep this in my pocket, so it makes it pretty easy to document everything that goes on throughout the day without having to always worry about carrying a larger camera with me. So if you're into something like extreme sports or water sports or hiking, you might use things like, the head mount or the chest mount, or a lot of other types of unique type of mounting systems. For me, like I mentioned, I normally do things as a document the day type of footage. So I'll carry normally small things like this, little tripods, mounts, backpack things, filters, and little small bags. So in this video, I just want to talk to you about some of the accessories that I've been using recently while I've been testing out the GoPro Hero 9. And if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Anastasio. I do a lot of drone tech tips, tutorials, and product reviews right here on this channel. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing and also hitting that bell to be notified when I post new videos. And in this video, I have a bunch of different accessories from different manufacturers and brands, also some generic ones. So this isn't really focused on one type of company or anything like that. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been using while I've been testing out the Hero 9. And thanks to a couple of the companies, they actually sent me a couple of extra units to give out to some of you guys. So make sure you guys stay tuned to some of those giveaway details. I have things like a filter, an extra tripod, as well as a shoulder mount if you guys are interested in some of these products. And like I mentioned earlier, most of these products, except for something like this, the filter set, you can use these with some of your other action cameras as long as they have that two-prong setup here, that system, that mounting system. A lot of these are all pretty much universal for things like the Osmo Action, Insta361R, and a lot of the other cameras that use this same mounting system. Now, the one thing that's good about the GoPro Hero 9 this time around is that they actually include a little carrying case with it instead of giving you that big hard plastic piece that you pretty much just throw away. Now you actually have a case, so what's good is that everything that I'm showing here fits nicely inside of this case if you wanted to carry that around. So Peak Design sent me this, and it's actually really nice because it's a soft pouch and you can hold a bunch of stuff in here. Of course, I'll carry the GoPro as well as a bunch of batteries. There's a few different pockets on the inside here. And what I like about Peak is that I use their camera straps right here that they have attached to the back of this pouch. And if you have an existing camera strap that you use from Peak, you're able to strap that on here. Peak Design's quality is really, really nice. So if you're looking for an alternative to something like this, which is more of a hard case, Peak actually sent me this one, which is a really nice accessories pouch that I've been able to use to transport a lot of my gear for my action camera in here. And the next accessory we have here is the filter set, the ND filter set. This is from PolarPro. I know that Freewell has one. They were supposed to have sent it to me a little bit ago, but I think it's a little bit delayed. But Freewell also has a filter set for the GoPro Hero 9. And for those that aren't familiar with ND filters, I have a bunch of videos about ND filters, not only for action cameras, but mostly for drones. I'll make sure I play this as above as well as down below in the video description. But if you're using something like an ND filter, what happens is you need to slow that shutter speed down a little bit. You have a lot more natural motion blur in the video. And for those that haven't taken off this factory glass off the GoPro Hero 9, it actually is kind of tricky. You need to actually pull it away from the camera first. So you kind of have to like dig your finger in there on the side and lift it out away from the camera, and then you twist it. The one thing that's nice about the new PolarPro ones is that they add in this little ridge here that helps you kind of pull it away from the camera and then you twist. That way it makes it a lot easier because the factory one is actually pretty tricky and pretty difficult to take off. And another thing that's good about this filter set is that they do have the gasket around here, so if you are using this in the water, it will be weather and water sealed with these filters on. And stay tuned for the video. PolarPro actually gave me an extra set to give out to you guys. Next accessory we have here is the Ulanzi mini tripod, which is a pretty standard tripod, which I like to use. But one thing that's good about this is that you press a little button down here and it opens up a little bit longer. So you do have a wider base for a tripod, but also Ulanzi has things like this, which is a quick release, which is really cool. So if you have multiple bases right here on different accessories, all you have to do here is twist this off. This is a magnetic base here from Ulanzi, and all you do is twist this off, and there you go. And if you had another accessory that you want to put it on, all you do is make sure you have the base on there. This is yet another Ulanzi tripod, twist it on there, and there you go. Now you have a little quick release, which is really cool. Put it on, switch it here, or if you want to add the quick release to something like, you know, your shoulder strap and things like that, you're able to quickly go from one accessory to the next. Pretty cool. So that was just a mini tripod from Ulanzi, and here also from Ulanzi is a battery pack handle that you can use with your action cameras. And the great thing about this is that if you're using it in the field and you run out of battery capacity, all you have to do here with this GoPro, and Ulanzi actually sells a port door. I don't have that one with me, but they have a port door where it has a little opening right here, so you don't have to take off that door when you want to charge it. But if you got that one, all you have to do is plug this into the side here, and now there's a battery that's inside of this handle. So that's what I really liked about this one. So if you're out there and you needed to shoot all day, they have this 6800 milliamp battery that's in here, so you can continuously keep this charged, especially if you're doing something like time lapse or anything that you're gonna need to leave your camera there for a little while. You can do it, charge it up here. It has a USB-C for charging on this side, and then when you want to charge your action camera, all you do is plug in the full-size USB on that side, plug it in there, plug it into your action camera, and now it is charging your camera while you're able to still use it. This next accessory I actually really enjoy, mainly because there's so many uses for it, and this is really just a generic clip. That's a 360 mounting clip. So what you do is you mount the GoPro Hero 9 here on top, turn this down. So if you wanted to use this for something like your backpack, all you do is strap it here and turn it, and now you have a backpack strap just like that. Or what I normally do is I'll use my camera like this, and then if I want to put it away, I'll normally just clip it to my pocket. So a lot of times if I know I'm gonna be shooting a lot and I wanted to have this really close by or accessible, always pretty much ready to use, I will use this right here, which is just a really strong clamp that you can also swivel all the way around 360. And speaking of shoulder straps, and as well as these accessories right here, these are all now from PGYTECH. They make a ton of accessories for action cams, and this is very similar. This is one of the ones that you would put onto the strap of your bag, mount it right around here, and then you can have this thing pointed up just like that. You can actually swivel this around as well, but this is normally one of the ones that you would have on something like your backpack. Then you can pretty much have it point in any direction you need it to be in. And the one thing that's unique about PGYTECH, as you can see here, they don't use a regular screw for a lot of their gear, so it is more of a proprietary type of locking mechanism, which is good and bad. It's good because of the fact that if you buy into their ecosystem, then you can use this locking system, which actually is pretty good across all their accessories. And the only con is what I mentioned to them before, is that a lot of times if you end up not having this lock, then you can't use a regular screw. This is a floaty grip or floating grip. So if you're the type to use your action camera in the beach or in the water for any water sports, so you can lock it just like that. And now you have your wrist strap here. So if you wanted to take this out and do some water sports with it, now you have this big floaty grip, which means that if you were to lose this in the water, this will then float in the water just like that. So it keeps your action camera floating on the surface in case you were to lose it. This next accessory again is another little mini tripod. And this is probably my favorite one of all the accessories that I use, mainly because of the fact of this right here. It's just really small and compact. And then this, you can extend it all the way out. So if you wanted to use this as what I normally do as my all-purpose tripod, because not only does it extend out like that, you can open this up and then you can stand it up. So if you needed to do something in front of the camera, all you do is post it up on a table. Now you actually have something that's a little bit more eye level. Do something with it there, collapse it, use it as a vlog stick, so you are able to push that camera a little further back. And then when you're all done, slides that down, super compact. Now along the same lines as that mini tripod, we have this one here, which is another tripod. But if you're the type to use your mobile device a lot more, if you wanted to use your mobile phone to use as a screen, or if you wanted to adjust some settings and not have to always look at this right here on the back of the monitor or the front, you can use something like this, which is very similar to the last one. It telescopes out even longer. And then what you have here is a mobile device holder at the very bottom. So if you wanted to connect it to your mobile device, you're able to do that. You're able to see now everything on your screen here, make any adjustments. So if you wanted to have this even further away from you, you can do that and then still have your mobile phone here to see what the camera sees and also to make any adjustments as far as settings go right here on your mobile phone. And the last one we have here is the suction cup mount. So if you wanted to get a very low shot or a very unique perspective type of shot, like I just tested it out, put this on the side of my fender on my car, and then got that really cool angle of your wheel turning, also driving down the road. So what I did is I shot it at 2.7 at 120, just so I have the ability to slow it down. But really cool types of shots you can get with this. You can either put it on something like the body of your car, your windshield, or even if you're just using it outside, mount it to a window or something, glass or a wall. That way you're able to then still mount it in a very different type of location that you normally wouldn't be able to do with a basic tripod. And there it is, guys, just a bunch of accessories that I've been using recently while I've been out in the field playing with the GoPro Hero 9. There's of course another 5,000 other accessories for this type of mounting system. So it really depends on what you're using it for. And with that said, thanks to a couple companies. Thanks to PGYTECH for sending me a couple extra of these to give out to you, as well as PolarPro. We have a full set of the Shutter Collection ND filters, something you're definitely going to want to put on your camera if you're trying to slow that shutter speed down, get some more natural motion blur in your video. We have the Shutter Collection from PolarPro. We also have the strap holder, which is this right here. So if you wanted to use this, put it onto your bag or your backpack, you're able to use this one, as well as the extension pole, this one right here that has the mobile phone holder in it. So if you wanted to use something like this, we have an extra one here that I'll be giving away from PGYTECH as well. As you guys know, giveaways on my channel are pretty straightforward. All you have to do is, of course, like this video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and that bell notification is turned on. And in the comment section, make sure you guys leave me a comment down below on this video of which accessory do you need. Of course, if you have the Hero 9 and you want the filter set, you're going to need to have the Hero 9 for this filter set. These right here will work on pretty much any other action camera that has that two-prong mounting system here, but this one right here will only work on the Hero 9. And within the first 48 hours of this video going live, I'm going to pick a random comment winner for each one of these. So make sure you guys get your comments in there as soon as possible. As always, guys, if you guys got some value from this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. This is PGYTECH with FlytPath.com. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.